Welcome back to Open Air Living. If you're dreaming of turning your small backyard into a charming escape, you're going to love today's video. We're diving into a vintage garden gazebo setup that brings timeless elegance and cozy charm to your outdoor space. From antique accents to floral touches and soft lighting, this setup transforms even the smallest backyard into a dreamy outdoor retreat. Whether you're hosting tea parties, quiet afternoons with a book, or a romantic evening under the stars, this is inspiration you won't want to miss. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave us a comment sharing your favorite vintage garden element. Your support helps us keep creating content for outdoor living lovers like you. The first step in building a backyard dreamscape is choosing the right spot for your gazebo. Look for a level area that gets both sun and shade throughout the day. Natural light is key, but so is comfort. Position the gazebo where it can be seen from your home's main living area. This creates a beautiful visual anchor in your yard and extends your indoor space outward. If possible, frame the gazebo with existing trees, hedges, or a garden wall. These features add privacy and enhance the cozy, secluded feel we're aiming for in this vintage design. A vintage look starts with the structure itself. Opt for a wrought iron or wood gazebo with decorative scrollwork, arched openings, or ornate lattice. These details give the gazebo its antique character. Paint the frame in a soft, muted color. Think weathered white, sage green, or antique bronze to evoke that timeless garden charm. A distressed finish can add authenticity. For a true vintage vibe, consider a salvaged or refurbished gazebo frame from an architectural salvage yard. These often come with unique details you just can't find new. Now let's talk about the base. For vintage elegance, nothing beats a classic stone or brick foundation. These materials blend naturally into the landscape and age beautifully over time. Another great option is using reclaimed wood decking. It provides warmth and character while staying in line with the antique aesthetic. Make sure it's properly sealed for outdoor use. You can also soften the flooring with outdoor rugs and faded floral patterns or lace-inspired prints. This adds comfort and vintage flair underfoot. A gazebo is most beautiful when it's nestled in a lush garden. Surround yours with layers of flowering plants like lavender, hydrangeas, and heirloom roses to enhance the romantic atmosphere. Mix in vintage planters like repurposed watering cans, terracotta pots, or enamel basins for a touch of whimsy and charm. Group them in clusters for an abundant. Don't forget climbing plants. Vines like clematis, jasmine, or wisteria can be trained to grow around a gazebo, adding shade and intoxicating fragrance. Furnish your gazebo with pieces that tell a story. Think wrought iron benches, distressed bistro sets, or weathered wooden chairs with ornate detail. Add vintage cushions with floral or toile patterns to bring softness and comfort. Mix and match for a collected, lived-in feel. A small antique side table or trunk can serve as both function and decor, perfect for setting down tea trays, books, or lanterns. Lighting makes all the difference in setting the mood. Use soft, ambient light sources like Edison bulb string lights or vintage-style lanterns for that golden glow. Hang a shabby chic chandelier from the center of the gazebo if you have a power source. Crystal drops or wrought iron details add instant vintage glamour. Candles, especially in antique holders or hurricane lamps, bring a touch of romance and are ideal for cozy evening gatherings. To enhance the softness of your gazebo, consider draping light, airy fabrics around the frame. Think linen, muslin, or gauzy cotton in whites, creams, or pastel. Tiebacks with vintage brooches or lace ribbons add extra charm while keeping the space breezy and open. You can also add a sheer canopy or valance to the roof area for a layered, cozy look. It's like a vintage tent for relaxing in style. Accessories are where your personality really shines. Hang antique mirrors, vintage clocks, or old garden tools as wall accents inside the gazebo. Old picture frames, lace doilies, and silver trays add character and bring indoor elegance outdoors. Look for items at flea markets or estate sale. Don't be afraid to incorporate weathered items. They tell a story and add authenticity to your vintage theme. One of the best uses for a vintage gazebo? Afternoon tea. Set up a delicate tea set with mismatched china, floral napkins, and an old-fashioned cake stand. Use a lace or embroidered tablecloth for an extra touch of nostalgia. Place it over a small round table to create that quaint cafe-style feel. Add a vase of fresh-cut flowers from your garden. Simple, fragrant, and effortlessly beautiful. A small water feature nearby can elevate your entire setup. Consider placing a vintage pedestal birdbath close to the gazebo for charm and sound. Alternatively, an antique-style fountain with gentle trickling water adds both elegance and soothing ambience. Water features also attract birds and butterflies, adding life and motion to your vintage dreamscape. Switching out accents seasonally keeps your gazebo fresh. In spring, go with soft florals and pastel tones. Think tulip-filled pitchers and cotton bunting. For summer, bring in brighter colors, picnic-inspired textiles, and hanging mason jars with fresh herb. Autumn and winter can include vintage lanterns, flannel blankets, dried florals, and warm-tone pillows. Adapt your dreamscape to the changing season. The way you arrive at your gazebo matters. Lay a winding stone path lined with lavender or boxwood for an old-world feel. You can also use gravel bordered with vintage bricks for a rustic yet refined entrance. Add stepping stones with engraved quotes or floral patterns for charm. An arbor or archway at the start of the path adds drama and a storybook touch, especially when covered in vines or roses. To turn your gazebo into a romantic evening hideaway, swap in candlelight and soft throw. Use layered rugs, warm lighting, and vintage wine glasses or crystal flutes for a luxurious night under the stars. Add a vintage phonograph or Bluetooth speaker hidden in an antique style box to play some jazz or classical music. A vintage gazebo is perfect for intimate gatherings. Arrange seating in a semicircle to encourage conversation. Use a vintage tray to serve drinks or hors d'oeuvres and bring out enamelware or repurposed platters for added flair. Have cozy throws and pillows available so guests feel right at home, even as the evening cools. At night, your gazebo becomes a glowing gem. Make use of solar-powered lanterns or fairy lights to illuminate the area subtly. Place vintage candle lanterns along the garden path for a warm welcome and added depth. Layering multiple light sources ensures the gazebo glows gently from within while remaining magical from a distance. Part of the charm of a backyard gazebo is the natural soundtrack. Wind chimes, especially antique ones, can enhance the sensory experience. Hang them in corners or from nearby trees, choosing soft tones over clunky sounds. They should feel calming, not distracting. You can also include a small birdhouse or feeder nearby to encourage visits from feathered friends. Vintage elements need a little love to stay beautiful. Regularly check your furniture and decor for signs of wear. Embrace patina, but avoid rot or rust. Clean fabric elements seasonally and store them during extreme weather. Use covers from metal furniture to reduce corrosion. Seal any wooden surfaces annually and refresh paint or finish every few years to keep your dreamscape looking pristine. You don't need a big budget to create a vintage gazebo setup. Start with secondhand finds. Look at thrift shops, flea markets, and online marketplaces. Repurpose items creatively. Turn old doors into tables, vintage crates into storage, or chipped teacups into planters. Build your space slowly. Let it evolve over time as you collect meaningful and unique pieces that fit your vision. Thank you so much for joining us today as we explored this enchanting vintage garden gazebo setup. We hope you feel inspired to bring a bit of antique magic to your own backyard. Remember, outdoor spaces don't have to be large to be breathtaking. With thoughtful details and personal touches, even a small corner can become your private dreamscape. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to hear how you're bringing vintage style to your own outdoor oasis.